Hi, welcome to Chad's Silversmithing. Today we're going to do something different because I finally bought a used Foredom tool, which I've been talking about doing for a while. And so I'm going to open up the box that it came in. It also appears that the nice lady, Nora, who sold this to me, has included a bunch of other stuff in there too. So I'm kind of eager to see what all is in there. And I thought I'd bring you along and share it with you. So, all right, let's get started. So this is one of my design idea sketchbooks you can get on my merch store. They include, usually on the back, they have some information that's useful to metalsmiths. This one has flow temperatures of various solders. Some of them have conversion charts and things like that. So there's a bunch of different models with different useful information on them. The key feature for me are these dot matrix in the background because I like to sketch up my projects so I have a record of them. And then that helps me to draw better pictures because I am not super good at drawing. Um, but I really like it because I've got a record of the last, so far, about 650 projects I've done, and that's nice to have a permanent record of that so you can go back and check it out. But, get yourself one or two of these. I think they're really handy and a nice way to have a record of what you've done. So today we're not going to really have a picture. I'm gonna make a list of the things that came in this box because I'm curious to see what all came. We'll start with the Foredom, and this is the box that I got. But let's open it up and see what all the the different kind of Foredom tool it is and everything like that. I checked it out when I picked it up, and the Foredom tool works, so I'm pleased with that. But there's an additional other things in there, so I'm excited to see that. Well, first of all, the lady had this hanger for it. I think she said her husband made it for her, but I'm not sure if I'll need that or not. But I have lots of rafters up above me that are exposed that I can just screw things to. So I may use this, I may not. We'll see. But that was nice to have that as an option. If I don't use it, I'll give it to somebody I know who needs it. Okay, here's the foot pedal. Came with a foot control, which is nice. That way you can do the speed differently, which is one of the features I'm looking forward to. So there's that. So we got the foot pedal. Okay, she said she got this in the 1990s, so it's probably not as old as the broken down one that I have, but it's still a little bit older than I would have generally wanted to get. But it seems to be in good condition, and this is the type it has. It's a Foredom CC series, 110 to 130 AC DC volts. I'm not up to what electrical stuff means, but I believe this is probably a third of a horsepower, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So anybody knows any more about that, let me know in the comments because I'd like to know. So, but it's heavy, and this is what the end looks like without one of the hand pieces on it. Always wear eye protection. Well, I do. Okay, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, it's got two separate hand pieces. This one is the chuck one, which it looks like the one that's on my broken Foredom. And it's a Foredom number 30. So Foredom. I'm going through this and writing it down mostly because I'm going to have to find what I really want is a hammer handpiece, and I don't have one of those in here. So I'm going to have to buy it, but I want to make sure it fits the unit that I have. So this is a Foredom number 30 chuck kind of handpiece. Looks like it's in good condition. This says made in China on it. It is a quick release handpiece, I believe. Just turn this like that and tighten it down. I guess I'll have to look up how to use that. But this says Foredom on it, but it says made in China, so maybe they contract that out for this particular one or something. Looks like this comes off. I suppose, is there different collets for it? Anybody know? Let me know. It looks like it's got some kind of felt in there. Maybe you saturate that with oil or something to keep it lubricated. I'll have to read up on these things, but that looks pretty handy. It looks like they just kind of snap on. I'll have to play with that to figure that out. But those are the two hand pieces. So let's see what else we got in the box. It's got two. It's got a little book in here about using your flex shaft, I guess. Sure that'll be. Oh, it even talks about a hammer hand piece in here. I'll have to find out which one though fits. So this will be fun to look through and find out what I can about this. Maybe some of you experts can give me some pointers on making this work the best for me, since I've been using a Dremel most of my time doing this. I'll take some time to look that over. Looks like this came with maybe the hand piece that's the quick change hand piece. I'm curious if anybody knows if there's a disadvantage to using that versus the other hand piece. Anybody who's familiar with these things. Because I'd like to know if there's some kind of trade-off for that. Oftentimes things have a trade-off. Hey, there's a magnifying third hand kind of thing in here. The type that I call roach clip ones. So we'll have to try that out and see if that's useful for much. I've seen these before. I've never really played with one, but I know some people really like them. So we'll try that out at some point. There's a few miscellaneous things that were just in there. Oh, it's a charcoal block, it looks like. I can always use those. It's got some safety goggles. Those are handy. It's got some lube, it looks like, for the shaft. So we'll keep it. It says to lubricate lightly every 50 hours of use. So that's good to know. There was a couple of brass rods in here. I think they're brass rods. One is a tube. I am unsure what those are for. Maybe someone could let me know if it's something to do with the Foredom or if it's just some random stuff she had in there. There's some templates for ovals. That's handy. The oval template that I have isn't very good, so this will be nice to have. It's got some bits. I got some of those 3M radial discs. That's good. I got some of the cheaper ones already, but we'll see if there's a difference between this versus those other ones. Maybe that'll be a good video to do at some point. Here's some. What are these ones? Are these cup burrs? Oh, these are cup burrs. Nice. But they're Lynx C4 cup set. I'll have to figure out what those are for. It looks like there's a ball burr in there too, and a couple of other rando things. We'll do some research and find out what those are for. Maybe one of you can tell me what they're for. It seems like they're more specifically purposed than just regular cup burrs. There's a box in here with some stuff in it, and then this, I'm not sure what this is. My guess would be some sort of burnishing tool. Anybody know what that is? Let me know. It says 1.55 on it. I don't know what that means. It's made out of some hardwood. And it's kind of like leaf shaped. Comes to an edge. I'm guessing a burnishing tool of some sort. Oops, I was supposed to be writing this stuff down, wasn't I? Okay. There was some ancient flux in a squirt bottle, it looks like, but I'm probably going to throw that away. Because I don't know how old it is or what it's got. Oh, more bits and things, looks like. Here's some of these knife edge white wheels that I use all the time. I can always use those. Oh, there's a whole bunch of different ones. I'll have to look these up. Oh, there's some mandrels for them too. That's good. I can see these are the narrower shafts on the mandrels. So I'll have to see how they fit in the Foredom. I've never seen this kind before. They got a little bolt on the end. That's interesting. I'll have to see what those are for too. But it looks like I got some black or brown. Medium, it says. Fine. I use the blue ones a lot. These ones are extra fine. So, talked about those. I never buy those ones except for the blue and the white ones, but they are useful. So a bunch of mandrels. There's this little tiny polishing wheel. I'm not sure what that's for. It's pretty small though. Felt buffs for rotary tools. And we got I'm not sure what these kind are. They look abrasive. They look like they have some kind of abrasive. Maybe they're pumice wheels. I'll pull one out. Maybe somebody can tell me what these are. I bet they're pumice wheels. Oh, and I think that's what those mandrels are called. With the little bolts on them, or nuts on them, I should say. Huh, interesting. Let's see, well, here's a little chuck key. Oh, we got some tiny drill bits. More drill bits for me to break. Hopefully I won't break them with my new Foredom tool. There's some more drill bits too, right here. And it's got a nail in it. Not sure what that's for, but okay. What is this? Some kind of jewelry components, I think. Alright, we got this here. Foredom bits. Looks like, oh, it's got some little brush bits and things. Sanding bits. Some of these cone burrs. The cone burrs are kind of scary when I've used them to texture things before and they jump around a lot. So, okay, well, those are always useful, that kind of stuff. This one I think is one of those ones you put a piece of sandpaper in and then you wrap it around it. I really haven't tried one of those before. It's too tall for this box, but we'll give those a try. So, let's see. Oh, we got a file here. The German #2. That'll come in handy for something. I like having nice files. Okay, we got some saw blades, and there's a piece of, looks like turquoise. These are laser blades from Rio. It looks like double zeros probably. Double zeros. Some sandpaper for that rotary bit, I think. Oh, they got some jeweler's files. Cool. Hey, this one looks like a sword. Look at that. That may be the best find. My sword file. Alright. This looks like a triangular one with a broken tip. Cool. Can always use good files. These are Olympic needle files. Made in England. Stubbs Tools are James Neal products. I'm not familiar with that company, but interesting. Oh, here's another kind of rusty file. This is another one of those triangular ones. We'll clean that up a little bit and see how it works. Looks like a nice file. And I think we've kind of hit the bottom. These are some little silver, looks like, oh, I bet it's solder. I'm so used to using sheet solder, I'm not used to seeing wire solder. So these are little cuts of wire solder. This is medium, it says. Easy. And then we got hard. Not much of that. So just a little bit of solder in there too. Alright, well that was the contents of my box. Thank you, Nora. I really appreciate the good price you gave me on this stuff. I'm sure I'll get good use out of it. And if you're watching this, tell me what you think. Did I get a good haul or not? I think I did. So tell me your opinion about that. All right, thanks. Well, that was my first unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did and found it useful or in any way entertaining, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button before you head out. And please feel free to leave a comment or hype the video if you liked it. And then visit my main channel page. I have 650 videos, not typically like this one, more tutorials and project videos and skill videos. So there's a lot of different metalsmithing stuff over there. And I think if you check that out, you'll find all sorts of useful stuff. So do that. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And thanks in advance if you do that. I wanted to thank some people. My patrons over on Patreon are my core group of supporters. They not only provide me with some financial help, they also have created a lovely kind of artistic environment over there where we can kind of share ideas and resources and talk about different types of jewelry and stuff. So it's a really nice community over there, and I really appreciate that you guys turned it into that. So thanks for that. The other group are my YouTube subscribers. We just passed 28,900. Be sure to tell your friends if you enjoyed this video and share my video. I really do appreciate the nice comments that people leave in my YouTube channel. I've learned so much from various people, and I do appreciate everyone sharing their knowledge, because none of us knows everything, and it's nice to learn new things from people, so thanks for that. Thank you also for the kind comments and video suggestions, constructive criticism. All of that stuff is really nice, and I appreciate it. It makes my channel a better place. Thank you also for the financial contributions, the Buy Me a Coffees, the Super Thanks, merch purchases, or buying my ebooks. All of that stuff makes my channel sustainable, and I could not continue doing this without your help, so thank you for that. Visit the video description down below for information about this video, but also some important links. There's a link to my Patreon if you want to find out more about that particular community. It's a nice place. There's a link to my merch store should you want to get yourself one of those nice design idea sketchbooks I talked about, or some other merch. And finally, there's a link to my newest ebook, which is a guide to 2025's tutorials. I did over 170, so there's a page for each of them in this ebook, and it includes a link right to the video, as well as additional information about the project. It'll have a picture of the sketch that I drew initially. It'll have a picture of the final outcome, a list of materials, a difficulty rating. It'll have stone information if there's a stone in it, and then it has a section of notes for each one that I try to provide some additional things that I learned from the project, or things that I would do differently if I was to approach it again. Or just whether I liked it or not. Not every project turns out the way you hope, so sometimes you have a fail, and I do too. So check that out. It's a great resource. You can have a whole bunch of projects right at your fingertips, and it's a really nice way to support my channel. You can even get all 3 of the books I've done so far, one for 2023, one for 2024, and one for 2025, for a package deal. If you look for that on the merch store, you'll find one where you get all 3 for $15 off. So check that out. It's a great deal, and it really helps me out, so thanks in advance. All right, well, take care. Happy silversmithing.